Hello everyone, welcome to ServiceNow Mastery Series. So today in this video we are going to learn our new topic, that is UI policies. So what all are UI policies? What is the use of UI policy? We will go all the content, all the things of related to UI policies, like what all the questions which interviewer asked in interview related to UI policies and all of the things. So stay tuned with me. So UI policies is the first step of ServiceNow development, you can say it. You can just apply the conditions. You can apply whatever you want to show on the form, right? The incident form also we have created, the change request form, problem management form also we have created. So whatever you want to show it on the form side, you can use it by using UI policies. So now I am just going to tell you what is the UI policy actual definition. So keep it in mind, like UI policies are used to dynamically change the behavior of fields on the form, such as make the field mandatory, read only, visible, invisible based on the conditions. Then allow you to implement client side logic without scripting. So if you have a if you don't have a hands-on on a scripting part, right, JavaScript and all, so not an issue. ServiceNow has made your life easier to just introduce you with the UI policies. So without scripting also, you can make sure whatever the condition you want to choose, you can just choose your conditions and the actions which is basically keeping the field as mandatory, read only or visible, invisible. Without any scripting, you can apply on the form to change the form behavior using UI policies, right? So this is the definition part. We have discussed it right now. Key features of the UI policies are it executed on the client side in the browser. It is the most important feature which is asked in many of the interviews as well. Like UI policy is executed where? On the server side or on the client side? So in the entry level question, you can expect this. You have to say like the UI policies execute always on the client side in the browser. Runs after the form loads or when the field value changes. So let me just show you what I mean to say is that UI policy run on the client side is, for example, if we open incident form, right? So all these are the UI functions. The fields you can just able to utilize or change the field name or change the fields. So these are on the UI on the client side. Client don't have a database with them. Client basically, for example, you are the developer and I am on the client side. So my main motive is to just fill this incident form. I don't have any knowledge on the database and where is the server and all. So basically on the client side means on the form end. So the UI policies always apply on the client side on the form page, right? And so if I want to make the field mandatory, for example, caller field is mandatory. Without mandatory field, you can't able to fill this incident form. If I also want to make the field such as read only, I don't want to make it editable, such as priority. So then it's also can be done through UI policy. Or if I want to make it visible or just disappear. So I just want make this field service invisible. So that function also I can make it through use of UI policy. Runs after the form loads or when the field value changes. This is the second feature of UI policy, which tells when the form get loaded. For example, previous few minutes ago, I have loaded one new incident form, right? So when the form get loaded, then only or when the field value get changed, then the UI policy applies. Used to enhance the user experience by dynamically adjusting the form. I'm only just dynamically adjusting the form on the client side, so it uses the experience of a client experience of user. Conditions can be applied on the field base as well, like if the state is then new, if the state is closed, cancel. We'll see all this scenarios. And script based is also there, but it is of the advanced logic. So I have tell you about the features. I told you about the UI policy definition. Now it's the time to literally see what is the UI policy and how we can configure or use that. So first of all, you have to come on the any of the form on the incident or on the change request or on the problem recorder. You just come here and click on right click on the header, then go to the configure and just go to UI policies. So in the configure there is so many options are available, so you can see the UI policies are there. So what you have to do, these are the UI policies. These are already created UI policies on the different on the incident table only. But if you want to see all the UI policies, so you can search in the menu bar UI policies in under system definition, right? Mobile UI policy, catalog, system UI policies is here. So as you can see, already UI policies which are applied is 2765. Maybe at your PDI it's the number got changed, so it's not fixed. So all these are the UI policies which is already there in PDI. If I want to just create it new, so you can just go on the new button, click on the new button, and then you have to choose the table name. So the table name such as like incident, which table name you want to apply the UI policy. Next is the short description, then order of the UI policy. Order of the UI policy is very much important, because if you put the order of, for example, you have applied UI policy on the incident form, and the order you have made it as the same order of two UI policies, then the UI policy get clashed, and maybe it's a chance that none of the actions which you have applied on the incident form would be visible. So just to make sure that none of their UI policy conflict happen, so to make sure, change the order in sequence. Application will be global if any of the scoped application you have made it. Scoped application, we have already looked into it, right? A scope application means the application or the custom application which you have made on your own. So we have already seen this, how to make the application. If you want to use in another application scope, so also you can just go to this globe, and application scope is there global. But if you want to choose any other application, you can choose from this globe. And update set is also default global update set. If you have made any other update set, we have already gone through the update sets. What is update set, what is import set. If you want to change it, then click on this arrow and change any other update set, right? So yep, then the short description and the order you have to make it. Then active is true, right? When to apply, so there is a two, when to apply and the script tab. There is two tabs. So condition you have to first apply. Add the filter condition, whatever the conditions are. For example, I want in the incident form, we have to first apply the conditions, and based on the condition we can do the UI policy actions. So we have discussed about the table, short description, order, global. Why it is global? Like global means that if the selected UI policy you want to see from all the views. So basically, the views is like the desktop view, mobile view. So if you want to see from all of the views, then you can choose it global. Apply the UI policy action when the form is loaded. When you want the form gets loaded, so also you want my UI policy to be visible. So take this checkbox on load. Reverse the effects of the UI policy actions when the condition evaluate false. When the condition doesn't match with the UI policy, then reverse the UI policy action. So reverse the falses. This means tables that extend the specified table inherits this UI policy. If you want your UI policy to take the features or to inherit the features from another UI policy, then you can take this checkbox inherit UI policy, right? So the conditions you can apply. First of all, we are just now going to look at some of the. I just want one example to get it implemented. Hide the assignment group field when category is equals to inquiry. So this is my scenario. This scenario is given by interviewer to me. Hide the assignment group field when category is equals to inquiry. So the order, I'm just keeping it as 100, and you can choose a field. When the category is inquiry, then hide the field assignment group. So I'll mention the condition as category is the inquiry or help. Then what I need to do, I need to make the assignment group as a hide. So first of all, now you have the question in your mind that how we can apply the action. So first of all, you have to click on the save option of UI policy. When you have saved the UI policy, then when you scroll it down, two of the tabs comes in front of you: UI policy actions and the UI policy related list action. So the related list actions tell about you about the related list actions, such as like the impacted services or the CI services or child incidents. So you have seen in the incident form, right? When you just scroll it down, so you have seen the tabs that is known as the related list tab. Into that, SLA will be shown, child task will be shown, then CI impacted services will be shown. So that is known as the related list action. We'll also go through with this tab, but first we have to look what all the UI policy actions we can apply when the category is inquiry help. So we have to click on new. And in that, as you can see, the UI policy description, what we have used, it comes up here: table field name. Field name, like assignment group, you want to apply the action, right? So assignment group, additional assignee list, comments, assignment group is there, right? And what you want to make application is there, mandatory, visible, or read only. So hide means not visible. So visible, leave alone means no action to be performed on a visible. I'm just making the mandatory and the read only as leave alone. Then the visible is there, leave alone. True or false? True means it make the field as visible only, but we want to make the field as hide, so visible as a false. And if the value is already there in any of the field, if you want to clear the field value, then you can use this checkbox. You can take this checkbox, right, and just click on submit. So I'm just hiding it, right? Yeah. So the UI policy actions comes here, it get attached. As you can see, the condition is also there, right? And I'll just click on update, and then it's a time to do testing. I'll come on incident form, and when the form get loaded or when it changes, when the field value changes, see, category is inquiry help. Assignment group is not there, but if I just choose any other category such as software, so then assignment group appears. So this is the use of the UI policy. I hope it's very much clear to you. If you have any doubt, then you can put your comments, your queries in the comment section. I will surely address it. And in the next video, we will see some of the more UI policy examples in the scenario real time based questions, and we will practice it on. So till then, bye bye. Take care. And yes, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe my channel. Till then, bye.